There is some huge news in the prop trading world. FundedNext has now entered the US market. So FundedNext is one of the largest prop firms in the world, and they're also one of the ones that has the best conditions, particularly if we look at their one-step challenges. So I was very excited to learn this week that they've now entered the US market with their CFD offering. So who is FundedNext? FundedNext is probably one of the biggest prop firms in the world. The founders, I believe, are originally from Bangladesh. However, I think they're currently based in Dubai in terms of their head office, but they have offices all over the world. And they're quite a unique firm in which they're able to cater to many emerging markets where I believe they sell many of their cheaper accounts, but they also have a pretty good fan base and following in the more affluent markets too. So they're probably like one of the biggest out there in terms of payouts and in terms of just market recognition. And what makes them really special in my mind is their one-step accounts. And like usual, I'm not paid for these videos. I don't take affiliate links from prop firms because frankly, our clients, we give them bots to past prop firms. So I don't necessarily want the prop firms to know who our clients are. And that's why this is a totally unbiased review. And effectively though, I still love FundedNext because of their one-step challenges. When I look for a one-step, there's a few things which are critical. Number one is static drawdown. Trailing drawdowns are an absolute disaster and significantly reduce your odds of passing a prop firm challenge. If we also look at a one-step, many of which pay you out in as little as 5 to 7 days, which is also an absolute game changer. Because if you have something which takes too long to get a payout with, your odds of actually getting paid get significantly worse. FundedNext gives you those offerings. And if we look at their one-steps here, it's pretty comparable to most big one-step programs. They have a 10% profit target, a 6% drawdown. And we can also say that this is initial balance, so this is indeed a static one. Daily loss is 3%. You can trade news. You can go all the way up to a 95% profit target, and you're able to take payouts every 5 days. What I love about FundedNext is they actually also take the payouts automatically for you, and they have one of the fastest payout times around. I've taken payouts from them via Rise a few times, and it's like 2 hours. They process you extremely quickly. So really good. Like they don't necessarily have the same like interview process or anything that a company like Funding Pips would have. They're enormous, so they have a tremendous amount of liquidity. They have like tons of people who work there, so really good customer support. And I have found it's just a really good firm to trade with. But really why this is good for US traders is to date, like the best options for US traders were really FTMO, Fiverr, and Funder Pro. FTMO is really good. However, for many of their assets, they actually only give you access to future CFDs, not index or not like CFDs. So to give you an idea, like in the States, many CFD, like trading CFDs, like non-prop CFDs is usually not allowed. And this is due to rather old regulations. So if you trade with FTMO on in the US, you're not going to be trading, like let's say if you trade the NASDAQ, you're not going to be trading NAS 100. You're going to be trading a CFD on a NASDAQ future, or you're going to be trading a simulated demo NASDAQ future. Because realistically with prop firms, like even a CFD prop, you're not actually trading a CFD because it's a demo account. It's a video game, right? But FTMO, I think, to be extra cautious, has made their demo accounts still based on futures. So it's kind of a weird hybrid. And frankly, for our bots, it's fine because they can also trade futures. But I think for many trading strategies, which might be based specifically on CFDs, it could be a bit tricky. At the same time, the Fivers I find is quite expensive, so it's just not the same like ROI from a pure cost perspective. And the same thing can be told about Funder Pro, which is also a very good prop firm, probably my second favorite. But FundedNext is definitely like the S tier to be like the kids. It's really probably one of the best out there. So the fact that they're re-entering the States gives our clients amazing options. And at the same time, one thing to note is they do only give you C Trader if you're, or I think it's either C Trader or Mass Trader if you're in the States. We can actually check that. But they don't give you MT5. USA relaunch. Let's look for platforms. Here we go. Match Trader, pardon me. So they're not using C Trader, they're using Match Trader. And this is something which just requires a basic copier. So if you're trading a bot, for instance, you would simply run on a demo, and then you would just copy over using a service like Traders Connect or FX Blue, which has not caused any issues for our clients to date. So I'd probably recommend going with that if you happen to be US based. And particularly if you're US based, you can usually get a demo from a variety of brokers who don't necessarily have a very stringent KYC for a demo account. You simply get a basic MT5 platform, you run your bots on it, and you copy trade over. So nice and easy, not too much of a big deal, and it's well worth it to have access to some of the best conditions out there. So this is really a game changer, I think, for US traders, because you now have access to one-steps, which are the fastest way to get a payout and have a spectacular ROI with a great firm that pays you incredibly quickly. They actually also even allow third-party EAs, believe it or not. So they allow third-party EAs. You just need to vary the trades amongst users. So it's also a very, very good prop firm in that sense. So really, this is awesome. And this is probably my #1 choice for prop firms right now for our US clients. So it's pretty awesome to see. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a US client, let me know if you like this or what your thoughts are. And I will see you in the next video.